This is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
Hello, and welcome to AEWTF. And you know what that means, unfortunately or fortunately. But we are going to be reviewing AEW Dynamite from 6/30/21. I feel like that's wrong, but that is right.
No, that's right.
It's just been a while because we're used to Saturdays, and then we had a Wednesday, and we waited till Monday. So, but it starts off with Chris Jericho auditioning for his next job as a commentator. And I'll just get the Jericho thing out of the way. Why does he do a weird voice, like nasally voice, the entire time he commentates?
That's his radio show voice.
I do not like it.
Because I don't feel like he does that on the podcast. Like when he's just talking to people, it's just his, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, it's like a car salesman. Come on down to AEW Dynamite, blah, blah, blah.
I used to do voiceovers for Gary's internet commercials, and I'd use that type of voice, the game show voice.
Yeah, and I get it for like voiceovers.
All-Star Wrestling returns to Madison, West Virginia.
Yeah, exactly. But Jericho does it the entire time he commentates. It's weird. But then we open up with Eddie Kingston and Penta versus the Young Bucks. If they win, they get a title shot. And so did all of the Elite go, you know what we should do? Weird facial hair. Weird facial hair.
I think so.
I do
Even
believe so.
Nakazawa.
It's just weird. Like, I think Jim Ross even says that Nick or Matt, whichever one it was, looks like a porn star.
Yeah.
Porn star and pedophile. That's your new tag name.
I want to think that there is an entire Being the Elite, like 20-minute skit based in why they did this, and just we haven't seen it.
That's probably true as well.
Because at least that makes it
on
okay.
Monday, so if it was something, it would have been today, probably. I don't watch them, though.
No. I mean, I guess a lot of people do, but I do not as well.
I did get a pop because there was a legit Joe Exotic chant for their stupid facial hair.
I didn't notice that, but yeah, that fits. So this match, so the Bucks, too much. They do too much gimmicky heel stuff when they're doing these characters. Just too much. Too much thrusting, too much Macho Man impressions, too much everything.
But does it make you not like them?
I know it doesn't push it that far. It just makes the match not as good as it could be.
Yeah, my note was just that good match, but I'm getting a little tired of the annex.
Yes.
I get a little where it was every match was, all right, we have to hit 7 super kicks in a row. We have to hit the Meltzer driver. We have to hit this. We have to hit that. Now it's like, forget about that. We got to make sure we do the Macho Man thing. Now we got to do, and I get evolving your character, but I mean, I guess that the point is, hey, we're heels, so you're supposed to hate us. Then I guess they're getting that.
The only no sell spot or whatever that I did not like was when I think Matt takes an exploder on the floor, and
yes, he talks to the camera.
He
pissed me off.
Jokingly sells to the camp to like a different camera, but like that's the only one of them that I didn't like. Like the rest of them is all just, to me, perfectly in line with their characters. I dig Nick Jackson doing the Macho Man thing. I thought it was funny that JR got extremely upset with him for Tony. Like Tony was personally offended for Randy Savage.
And then there's like Lanny Poffo will be here for a fee.
Where it wasn't even like Nick Jackson was, to me, it's not even like he's mocking the Macho Man. He's just kind of doing the mannerisms.
Yeah.
But I don't really mind it. I think it's who these guys are now, and I'm a fan of them in this role right now. Again,
I just think it's too much. I like that stuff, but if they did, I think they should just do a little less of it. If you cut it back,
I think the reason they go so overboard is because this is how they got big in Japan. They would do all this shit in Japan, but like nobody in New Japan did this shit at all. So when they're going overboard, the crowd's just eating it up because it's shit they legit never see. Like before 2010, there was never even a run-in Japan, in New Japan, pretty much.
Wow.
So like them doing all this crazy shit over the top got them over there. They're just doing the same shit that they think makes them over.
Yeah. Again, if they cut it by 25%, I would be more fine. I mean, it doesn't ruin the Bucks for me. I still like it.
I am actually the opposite. I'd like them to amp it up 25% more.
Oh my god.
Just for the experience, really.
So at the end of this podcast, I'm really going to put me and Omega over, but I'll wait to the appropriate time. But it's coming.
I gotta go. Yeah.
It's going to be it's going to be pretty shameful. So we'll keep on going. Speaking of shameful, Jack Evans and Jungle Boy. So
skipping a whole bunch here. Thank you.
Yeah, we're skipping a couple things.
Oh, did I really? Oh yeah. Sorry. The promo. Can we just skip that? I mean, that was a.
Well, going back real quick to the Kenta Young Bucks or Kingston and Penta versus Young Bucks. The corkscrew code red spot was pretty badass.
Yeah.
The legit freak outs.
I don't know if they're slow burning a Rick Knox like a storyline with that. That would have been a great little spot to throw in there.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, I don't know if it was a fuck up or if it was a planned.
They actually slowed that spot down. I saw it on Twitter. They slowed it down. His hand didn't hit the mat the third time.
It doesn't hit.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it is it's close as shit then.
Because I had that note too, that if he's going to do a fast count or not count it at one point, then when they actually get the victory, shouldn't he like look around or take an extra second to drop down for the pin?
It just happened when you guys are saying that.
Oh.
That's crazy. But yeah. So let me just pitch my own spots. Omega, what do you think? You think I told this to Zach that we want to do it in this 4-way we got coming up, and I think it's possible. But what do you think? So I watched that old match of me and his. You know the Dragon Rana where you do a front flip land sitting on a dude's shoulders and then do the Rana.
Yes.
So listen to this: a Dragon Code Red. Someone kicks me in the gut. I'm bent over. He does a front flip off the top, lands sitting on my back right into the Code Red. Doable?
The margin for it's doable, but the margin for error is like 99% on that one. And I don't think there's a way that 1% that it does get pulled off is 100% nut smash for Zach.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it'll still look cool, and I won't feel it.
In my mind,
that's
he's
not
not actually
concerned.
In my mind, he's not even going to hardly land. Like he's going to be flipping and almost trying to double flip and just kind of catch me, like kind of lands almost stomach on my ass.
To do it as fluid as you're visualizing, you would have to almost be standing straight up.
I figured I would have to
if he lands on you, if you're bent over and he even touches you, that's going to completely stop all of his momentum.
Yeah, I figured I had to be like a 45-degree angle, not a 90.
At first, when you said the reverse of that, I thought you were saying like he was going to be standing on the mat and do a moonsault onto you and then do the Code Red.
Oh my god!
Like no, that can't happen.
Fuck physics. But the Code Red spot made me think of that. But yeah, so let's just talk about my matches.
No. The finishing stretch of this match, I actually really liked them. The crowd was super fucking into Eddie Kingston fucking hyping up and Penta getting his false finish in there. And then I am actually happy with the challengers going over for once because it's rare. It's like the first time in 10 that it's happened and they earned a title shot. I
agree.
Yeah, and I loved Cutler as he's spraying this stuff in Matt Jackson's eyes. And Jericho screams, "Stop spraying, you idiot!" Because like he clearly knows who he's spraying at this point.
I actually like the Brandon Cutler stuff. I thought he did a good job. But
again, to that point Cash brought up, it's also a little bit of subtle second layer storytelling because he's kind of in that role against his will, so he's probably fighting back a little and purposely spraying him.
And can we get into the intro where he says, "I really like that Brandon Cutler stuff"? Because I think we need to preserve that for the future.
I'm going to edit that completely out.
Yeah, I thought this was a really.
Like Draven said, I was glad to see
the challengers go over just because I felt like this match was a really good tease of what these four guys can really do. And I think so. I mean, it set up a match I wanted to see a rematch for.
Yeah, my thing is, what do they go for? I mean, I feel like they gave us 90% of what they had in this. Like,
they made next week's match is officially a street fight now, so they're.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Plunder of plenty.
They super kicked the shit out of Eddie. I just watch. I mean, like.
The fantasy booker also says that with Penta and Eddie doing well against the Bucks, when Ray and Pac come back, then there can be some sort of issue in the Devil's Three-Way.
And they already started. That's how Pac returned is doing
Right,
that angle.
but
I'd be bored
now
if they went there again.
If they're going back to, okay, well, now these two are back, and what'd you do? Just forget about us, brother, and move on with this other guy?
That's a good first pass if you're a writer for Raw, but do a second pass. This is Dynamite.
The writers for Raw make more than the writers for Dynamite, so I think I'm good.
The only writer is Tony Khan, so I don't think anyone makes more than him.
Is he the only writer?
Yeah, they don't have a writing staff. Like the Bucks and Cody and Kenny put their input in, but Tony Khan's like the only booker.
Wow. So, well, it's kind of like Vince then, right? Like instead of he's got writers wrestling or wrestlers writing instead of writers, which is, I mean, better. But
yes, let's get those writers in the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
No, it's more like Tony Khan just comes up with the script and the format and the ideas, and everyone gets input in their own shit, and he considers it.
Yeah.
Like Jericho probably does a lot of the writing for his own shit.
Yeah, I assume so. Well, I mean, if they give you the idea, like, I mean, kind of like how we wrestle, like, if someone gives you a match and lets you do a story, you just go promo and say, hey, we're going to do this. And he'll be like, okay, cool. Okay, not cool, you know?
Yep.
So we can, so everyone thought this pretty good. I mean, in general.
Yeah. Yep.
After match shenanigans, just the note. But so then Christian, I forgot about old Christian. So I do like that they didn't ignore the elephant. I mean, the dinosaur in the room. And Christian made a joke about being part a dinosaur doesn't exist. Nerd.
Can we get an editor back that started a few weeks ago? That was a horrible line.
What is it?
Your line, man, it was terrible. I'm glad that the editor started a few weeks ago.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked the dinosaur Christian made, because I mean it is ridiculous that there's a dinosaur there, and so Christian just kind of made a joke about it. But
I didn't even remember that part, but I like it now that you mention it. I don't mind throwing in little funny jabs when it's like on the spot, off the cuff kind of humor like that. But I do like this promo. It was only 30 seconds or whatever. I like that they're building up that wins matter and putting over Jungle Boy is going to be the first dude with 50 wins.
And Jungle Boy gets dressed in the middle of a corner around storage crates. Like,
yeah, that's true. It's weird.
We've seen other people's locker rooms this way.
That's super realistic, though.
That is. I've dressed on just random speakers or whatever I could find.
If you've ever been booked by Rocky Reynolds, it's like 30 dudes in a tiny little closet in a horse farm.
First of all, that's a porno. 30 dudes in a tiny closet horse barn.
So I thought, I know it's mostly because Jungle Boy good on the talking thing. But
sounds
like
you right now.
Right. So like he didn't
way to enunciate it.
During the entire promo, like he doesn't say anything really. So the entire time I'm watching it, I'm just kind of like focusing on Christian just ramble on, and I really want his gimmick to kind of just be that he walks up to people in the back and just starts sharing all of his thoughts about how they're doing and like what he can see for. Because he came across like he was kind of a smug dick.
They call that the Roderick.
Yeah.
Omega gets that joke for sure.
Ooh.
So like he went up to, because he just goes up to Jungle Boy randomly and just starts like, "Oh man, you've been doing really good. I'm real proud." Like I just want him to go up to random people and start telling them without that person ever responding to them.
Like going up to people that aren't doing good would be the payoff there.
Yeah.
That's literally what Roderick Strong did to me and Omega. Me and Omega had a feud for like a year he knew nothing about, and I was like putting Omega out so he could go to the police academy, and we just ran each other and started trading forearms because we've been feuding leading up to a big blow off, and we had our match, blah blah blah. We get to the back and Roderick comes up to us and he goes, "You guys shouldn't just run and start trading shots or whatever." I just walked away. And Omega stood there and listened to him or whatever, and I was like, "Yeah, just walking away from this."
I was being polite, but I think Trick paid for our sins that night because he worked Roderick, and Roderick chopped the fuck out of him to the point he was bleeding.
Yeah,
it was bad.
But I was like, you know nothing about what we're doing or what the story is, so like your input is not asked for and not valid. So
yeah, it was the year-long storyline where he's putting me out for 6 months, and like it was the hockey fight to start. That's pretty common when it's like the 5th match in the series. It was a ladder match where the finish was Canadian Destroyer off the top rope onto a ladder.
Yeah, so we're not going to start up with a lockup, which is actually, I don't want to jump ahead, but that's what the problem I have with the main is. But anyway, yeah, like we hate each other. We're not going to just go out there and chain wrestle. Like that's dumb. But
Oh God, we put him to sleep.
anyway, so Tony Schiavone is with Ethan Page, and this is what I'm going to piss. So you guys talk about Ethan Page because I have no interest.
My first note here, I did think that it was good that Ethan Page didn't let the crowd rattle him when they started obviously going in on him.
Yeah,
because last week he kind of did.
And this week he kept it on track. I don't understand, like, if I was a fan that had already bought a ticket for the Miami show where this match was advertised for, I'd be pissed that they decided to scrap it.
Right, yeah. That was my first thought when this happened. And then I also just, like, I don't know, if the payoff ends up being good, then I'm fine that this road is taking so fucking long, but it sure feels like they're just dragging this thing out.
Do you know why they moved it? Did you guys hear why they actually moved it?
No, I didn't
was
see
the shortest piss ever.
Yeah, it's because of the collapse of that condo in Florida. Like, not.
Oh, they don't want to do a coffin match in a city that just had a tragedy with lots of deaths?
Yes, that's exactly.
See, that makes a lot more sense than what I thought. I just thought that Young Bucks pulled the "we want the gimmick match" card.
No, that's what they said.
That's probably the reverse. They're like, oh shit, we took a gimmick match off. We got to add one on. That's probably why that turned into a street fight.
Probably. Yeah, that does make sense why you wouldn't want to run the match then.
Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly is Scorpio Sky's gimmick at this point? What's his deal? What's he about?
He throws scorpions into the sky. It's pretty obvious.
It's right in the name.
He should do that more often, because what it looks like now is he just kind of stands behind the other guy that talks and then gets taken out by Sting with one move out of nowhere, and he's just done.
You can't say out of nowhere.
Man.
Randy Orton will fight you if you say out of nowhere or anything.
Out of nowhere.
Out of somewhere. It's it's a trademarked phrase. We can't use the out of nowhere thing. Out of somewhere.
Out of the old folks' home and right on Scorpio.
Out of the snow.
Not a single person in the history of ever watching AEW ever didn't know that Darby was in that coffin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That was a shitty reveal. Like, what?
I mean, Tony Schiavone was very surprised, though. So.
Anyway, so Darby Allin's fingernails. Let's talk about them.
Those are
I missed that whole thing. Like, I know he ripped at the eye, and that's the whole reason I'm not doing it. But I missed the shot of the fingernails or whatever.
He has giant fake fingernails, like a girl gets. Like, you know, the fake ceramic nails.
And it's not just one finger like a Coke guy?
No, it's all of them.
I don't know why that was so funny the way you said that.
It's very weird.
He's got big, long, fake nails like a girl gets.
Yeah.
You sounded like you kind of sounded like a middle schooler or a grade schooler, like, ooh, girls.
Yeah, ew, yucky. But he gave him cooties from scraping his face or whatever. But
I didn't even notice.
Oh man, they're really weird. Like,
right, they showed a close up of it, and they said something about him gouging his eyes out. But they're like, I think that, I mean, clearly, Ego had to get the mic to be like, screw you, we're not doing this next week because you sneak attacked me. But, like, he should have been covering his face or something because it didn't appear there was anything wrong with his face.
He was doing the Omega. He was covering one eye because he still has perfect vision.
I mean, kayfabe-wise, that's pretty smart on Darby's part. If, like, his plan, which seemed to be to go for the eyes of Ethan Page, you'd put on some fake nails.
Yeah. Again, I know he does this, but it feels real heel-like because these guys haven't – I mean, they've been jumping him, but he tried to rip your eyes out and put on fake nails to do it. Like, it seems –
I mean, he also threw Darby downstairs, though. Like
he did, I guess, yeah.
And he threw him into the crowd during the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But still, it seems heel-like to go after someone's eyeballs. Like
everything Darby does seems heel-like. He does fucking sleeper holds where he holds your nose. That's pretty heel-like.
Yeah. I agree, and he does it all the time, and I complain about all of those. So.
I think in his head, he's like, well, I'm undersized, I'm scrappy, nobody's going to boo me for doing this, but I don't know.
I don't like it. I wish you just wouldn't do it. Just do something else. But now the big reveal's happening, so that's why I got distracted. Who's in this coffin? But speaking of putting someone in a coffin, Jack Evans, we should do that.
Yeah.
He looked
his career.
bad. Yeah, he looked bad. And this match.
What's funny? Okay, before we go any further,
they go out of their way to talk about his build.
You said he looks bad, and I have a note here. Evans is in the best shape of his career, and he still looks like shit.
Yeah, it's exactly what I thought too. I was like, Jack Evans looks jacked, but he looks like shit. It's weird. Yeah, he's got big chest and arms and stuff. Like he's in shape, but his face looks like he's just woke up or.
A little of it too is his gear choice, just like the baggy shorts like that. Yeah. I think if he wore something a little more flattering to his fucking shape.
That's what I have a note about that. I think it's time for Jack Evans to get real gear. Is my note.
He's trying to go 20 years without having to pay for a single.
Yeah, because I thought he did look pretty decent here, but just that gear is not doing him any favors.
Yeah. And a tan wouldn't hurt. I mean, that show off his jackness. It's hard to tell how good a shape he's in. You really got to look because he's so pale. You can't see any cuts or anything. A little bit of tan would make at least show off that he's obviously been working out. But and I also thought the match was not very good. That running kick he did to the chest was just weird and not good.
Yeah, I thought this was definitely the worst match Jungle Boy's had recently.
Yeah,
he's super fucking over though.
Wasn't Jungle Boy's fault, I don't think either.
Oh yeah, I'm in agreement here too. I have this match rated really low. I don't know if it's Jack Evans doesn't give a shit because he knows his role right now is kind of just a jobber or what, but he put zero effort into this.
You could see he didn't give a shit, in all his mannerisms and his facial expressions, everything.
Which, luckily the crowd is 1,000% behind Jungle Boy, so they really didn't even care. Anything Jungle Boy did was over.
Yeah.
They did not notice what we did.
Yeah.
The biggest botch of the whole segment, though, is after the match when Hardy comes out for the beatdown.
God dang.
He's trying to throw a goddamn clothesline for Christian to duck, and it's like he's having a stroke or something, forgetting how to move his arms.
Yeah, Christian and Matt Hardy, that whole clusterfuck when they're standing in the ring, just confused and grabbing each other.
It's literally duck, line, and hook fucking Christian's finisher that I'm sure they've done 1,000 times, and he can't get it.
Yeah,
Christian also throws a slap at Evans that completely flips him over the top rope.
Yeah.
He didn't go for a punch, it was a slap.
That is actually that is a Christian trademark anytime he's babyface because it's illegal to throw a closed fist.
Right, but the sell was all the way over the top rope.
He could have clotheslined him, yeah. Because Jack Evans was ready for the clothesline, obviously.
He reacted as though it was going to be a punch or a clothesline, and it clearly was not. He could have just dropped down and
rolled out.
I understand what you're saying, but would you have even noticed it if it was a clothesline? They got your attention. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, that's like saying the Matt Hardy and Christian thing. If it had been just a swing clothesline, I wouldn't have noticed.
On purpose, they got your attention, right?
Well,
you know what? This is a strategy I'm going to start following.
I also think Jack Evans' natural instincts is the backflip. So
yeah, I dropped toe hold him and he backflips over the top rope. I'm like, what the fuck? How do you do that? So post-match attack
actually has done somebody tried to drop toe hold him. He just stopped and did the tree falling in the woods thing and took a back bump off a drop toe hold one.
Wow.
Who did that?
Zach Proctor.
Of course, that's what I had in my head as you said it.
Whoa.
What a goof.
What a goof. What a maroon.
What a maroon.
We need to bring that back. So then, of course, that post-match, blah, blah, blah. Christian and Matt Hardy, yay, we're excited about that.
Nope.
Then MJF runs down Jericho. So remember, I tried to remember this so we could talk about it. But we thought the blow-off was really Sammy and MJ, but they are not making it that way. They're making it Jericho.
Yeah, before the Sammy match even happens, let's just forget about talking about it. He's like, Jericho, I'm coming for you next.
Yeah.
The blow-off has always, in my mind, been a third group match, whatever that ends up being.
Yeah.
Orgy.
But I thought the main
orgy.
It's called an orgy. But I thought the everybody's pairing up, Swagger and Wardlow, and I thought it was MJF and Sammy, but it's really not. It's MJF and Jericho, or MJF and Jericho and Sammy. I I don't know.
I think they're just stretching, holding on to the MJF Jericho match. Like they're just
they don't want anyone to have a one-on-one match with Spears.
Yeah.
Not a bad fucking booking philosophy, to be honest.
Yeah, it would.
You know how the WWE has a sign, "Don't slap your leg" in the back? They have a sign back here that says "No single matches for Shawn Spears."
And he's like all worked up, getting ready to go out to the entranceway, and then he sees the sign and gets sad and walks back to the locker room.
That should be a Being the Elite skit if it's not.
This MJF promo, like, he's very good at speaking, but man, sometimes his promos are just too wordy, and I check out. This was one of the ones that's just got too many goddamn words.
I agree.
Yeah, so here's my note is that, because, yeah, I completely agree with you. And then my note is that Jericho shouldn't have said so spot on as soon as the promo was over, something about, damn, that MJF took too long to get to the point.
Right.
Like, you shouldn't just go ahead and say the bad thing that just happened.
That's true. That's like having a headset on the producers when they're mad at something in a match. Shouldn't have fucking done that spot, kid.
Yeah.
I wish JR would have commentated the Matt Hardy jump like, "Oh, Matt Hardy didn't even throw a line like he was supposed to."
As soon as Jericho said that, I was like, two down the head, bud.
Yeah, he could have just stuck with the line, "You're the future because I'm the now." And just that would have been it. I'll see you tonight. You might be the future. I'm the now. And my future is with Jericho. On to the next picture-in-picture.
You've already used too many words. I checked out.
Oh, shit.
So I must have missed this. I'm reading the results, but Andrade challenged.
Did you not watch the show?
I did. I missed this, though, whatever this was.
You didn't see the big you can't just say it, Tim. You got to say, this is clearly the
First
big
of all,
announcement.
Don't use my Christian name.
Don't use the government.
Yeah, don't use my government here on the internet.
You guys use mine.
You have a non-government.
I don't have a different name.
Make up one and we'll start using it.
Okay, so this is clearly the big announcement that he had planned on saying last week when he was interrupted, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, now go ahead with what you're going to say.
Okay, so his big announcement just happened to be Matt Sydal made him mad, and he was already predicting that was going to happen, so he's going to challenge Matt Sydal? I don't know.
Perfect.
How is this that hard to, like, his thing was he was going to have a match. He didn't care who against, but because Sydal interrupted him, it's going to be him. Isn't that?
I mean, I love Sydal selling. I love Sydal selling, so I'm all for it. Like, and seeing Andrade beat him up and him selling the shit out of it. Yeah, I'm for that.
But wait, Andrade's big announcement was going to be that yes,
he's going to wrestle someone.
I will be doing the thing that I was hired to do.
I agree that they do the hyping things or a big announcement when it's just something mundane all the time. I'm with you there. But his announcement is the date that he's going to debut.
I guess the date's something, but just barely.
And AEW is not good at like this whole bringing in big stars thing.
They try to give everything too much purpose. The big stars thing too. I was talking about how every fucking promo segment Cody has is some huge announcement, and it's just like, hey, it's a girl. Like, they try and make everything seem too important, so nothing ever comes off important at all.
Bingo.
I think Tony's in charge of that. Tony's like, everything's got to be the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I wish someone would debut by coming out and wrestling someone really good in a really good match. Like, we should have Matt Sydal in the ring, and then Andrade's music plays, which he didn't have. But his music plays, and he comes out.
Especially since their first match is going to be the first time in front of a live crowd on the road. If you had just debuted him by him showing up and wrestling a match there, 10 times better than anything they've fucking done.
Yep.
I have this note for later, but it definitely goes along with what we were talking about. They say historic more than Michael Cole says vintage. Everything is historic. So, yeah, they definitely overhype everything. Andrade's debut will be historic. They're coming to Pittsburgh. It's going to be historic. There is going to be a mixed tag match, and it is going to be historic.
It was. We'll get to that. I don't want to ruin
what is happening.
I was going to debate one of your points, but no, you're spot on, actually.
That is definitely Tony Schiavone writing out the script.
That's also just Tony Schiavone, because every night for Nitro was the biggest night in the history of sports entertainment, or whatever he used to say.
That's what I mean.
The biggest night in this great sports history.
Speaking of big moments, no, Kenny Omega has Triple H's facial hair, so the transformation is complete, and he called himself a king. So so I feel it's a personal challenge to me for some reason to defend Triple H's honor.
That's just a weird reaction to have, man.
Yeah, I know it is. I planned it to be weird. But yeah, so I do love he's like, just like you were asking me earlier today, he's like, I never spoke to you earlier today. I did love that. I thought that was great. He's like, anyway, I'm going to answer the question that you didn't ask me. But so I mean, yeah, this was fine. I like that. I like the Dark Order stuff, and I'm excited for the Hangman Page, the slow burn. I thought that was all good.
Everything about this I loved up until the awkward ass ending where like Kenny says his line, just like wanders around the ring and doesn't know how to get out of the ring, and then hang on too long, and JR mutters strange leading into the commercial.
Go ahead, Jason.
I like that they didn't say, even when Omega was just out there saying there's no other competitors because I beat, but that he didn't use anyone's name that he beat other than Jungle Boy, and then they still didn't use Page's name. So he's like, I don't even need to know who the people I beat are because they were nobodies, but yet they're still subtly putting over Jungle Boy because he's the only one they said by name. And I really thought maybe we were going to get, because he said that you guys don't have enough individual single wins. So I thought maybe we were going to get a gauntlet match, or he was going to fight every member of the Dark Order at once. And if they could beat him, then he has to fight Page. I didn't know what was going to happen, but instead it just ended really awkwardly with them just standing around.
I can see what you're saying when he's like, not one of you has enough single wins. We're like, well, together we do.
Right.
And then he's like, no, actually, even you guys all together don't even crack the top 30.
Super Mecha Ultimate Dark Order.
Oh no, they have to sit on each other's shoulders.
Yes. Which would be hilarious, I think.
Since I don't allow my daughter to listen to this podcast for obvious reasons, I bought her the Power Rangers Megazord, which is what made me think of that, because she's been watching the old school Power Rangers we grew up with. So I just ordered all the robots that form one big thing. So that's a template that the Dark Order can use.
Yes,
there you go.
I love this, and like I have the same note Draven had. The awkwardness at the end kind of ruined it a little bit, but I loved the promo leading up. I thought it was really, everything they did was just pretty brilliant to lead up to the Adam Page stuff, which they do kind of ruin in just a couple segments though, which annoyed me. But I loved the Kenny never actually saying Adam Page's name, just alluding to who it was. Yeah, I thought this was brilliant.
You guys want to talk about Miro, God's favorite champion? So I feel like we missed the promo because didn't Brian Pillman Jr. Oh yeah, it's actually with the match, right?
Yeah, he says you're a bully.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone noticed this, but his eye is bloody in this promo, and I
did notice that.
I don't know who said it. Was it just Pillman Jr.'s promo? Was there a Miro and Pillman Jr. promo?
Yeah, I think it was just Pillman Jr.
Just Pillman Jr.
So then he must have said it. Like he must have said bitch then.
Yeah, he did.
He's a bully bitch.
It's not the first time that he's been called a Bulgarian bitch either. Like that's the second time someone's done it because Lance Archer or Jake Snake, one or the other, I don't remember which one did it whenever they were doing that thing.
Well, I don't know who, like, AEW needs to send a damn memo. We cut the word bitch out a few times throughout the night?
No. I disagree.
No.
She's the bitch from the block.
It reminds me
He's
of
a Bulgarian bitch.
Fucking Freddy Krueger movie. That's their one. They just make sure they say bitch after everything.
I get that, but the alternative is like the WWE style, where instead of saying "I'll kick your ass," it's "I'll kick your butt," and you don't believe anything they say because nobody talks like that in real life.
Nobody also says bitch after. Like no group of friends. Everybody just emphasizes everything they say with bitch.
If I'm getting ready to fight someone, I call them a bitch.
You don't have any other words you can use? Like, you can't think of more words?
Not really. I mean,
none that aren't considered
educational background.
Well, how come you didn't say fucking bitch?
Yeah.
I would have been okay with that. Just keep fucking. I'm good with it.
Or like he could be like the Bulgarian bastard, or
No, that's Pac.
That's
Yeah.
It's just this too many people on every episode of Dynamite just say it, and it's always just gives me that like feeling that they're. I don't like
there's a thing in the back you get to draw out of and see you get to say bitch in their promo like I got it this week, hooray.
I mean, if you're gonna, I get the TV like restricts what you're gonna say, but if you're gonna say like try to be like the edgy show that speaks like a real person, like add a fuck here and there, or god damn it, or other words.
I love how The Office would randomly use fuck like back in the day, and they would just bleep it, and you'd be like, "Oh my god," because it would come out of nowhere. Like
that, and like just random nudity.
Yeah,
that's what this match missed out on. Random
nudity.
Oh god.
He did try to pull off Miro's trunks at one point. Miro was like, "What the fuck?" Like
Miro's got new music, and it's got his new name in there. It's got God's favorite champion, but it's also got the nickname The Redeemer.
Yeah.
I also think his new music sucks because it's too like, what he's from Bulgaria, but does everything about him have to be Bulgarian? Like, it's got to be like trumpets from Bulgaria, guys.
Yeah, that's a WWE thing almost. Like if you're from wherever, everything has to go with it.
I get that he's not being called the best man anymore, but can't you use that same track and just like record a new audio over it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't too big of a fan of the new music.
I love me Miro though. I love him.
Dream match is
somehow go back in time and get the Faces of Fear era Ming and bring him back and have him work Miro.
You can bring his son. I'd
rather not.
Yeah,
I'd rather not.
None of his sons got that badass aura that he has.
No.
Yeah, I'd rather put in the time to build the time machine, really.
I mean, I would just save all that time and just bring in current day Ming. It's not that much worse than
yeah.
Ming.
You're right. It's still going to be pretty badass.
Samoa Joe's alive. He's a thing. He's in NXT, but he's a thing.
Yeah, I mean,
did you know he's scouting now?
Yeah,
apparently? But I mean that could be good. Samoa Joe, he knows wrestling, but so
weird transition.
Joe knows.
That's what his business card says.
Joe knows wrestling, but so this match, I don't think I liked it very much. It was okay. It's just that I don't know. No one ever seems like a threat to Miro, and I get it that they're having him just run through people, but quit building him up like this is the guy who's going to do it. Because whenever there is a guy that's going to do it, I don't know. So
are you advocating that? Hey, don't let anyone look like they think they're going to win. Just make everyone.
No, I am not. I think the match should have that because Miro is great at that. Make it selling for guys, but not making himself look bad. I just think the promos, like of him calling him a bitch and like all that, we don't need all that. Just do the match and let Miro sell for him, and that's enough.
Sometimes you think too much like a wrestler. Like the average person watching the show likes promos.
This many? I mean, we already got a 10 million. I just want some of them to go away. If we can get rid of a few of them we don't need. Like, they have a match already. We don't need the Brian Pillman promo.
So as the average person...
You're above average.
Thank you.
Wasn't
in my mind, Brian Pillman is not the size that he is in reality, because I was picturing, okay, Miro's going to get in here and tower over this guy. It's not even going to look close, but he size-wise is they're the same height. Pillman's chest is wider than I was picturing in my mind, so I never once said I think he was going to win. But at least it didn't make me feel like this is going to be a Marco Stunt squash. Like, this guy is big enough that he could hold his own for a 5-minute match, knowing that the result is still going to be Miro's going to win and look strong overall.
Yeah. And Miro's, I wish he would quit doing the fall to his back. Like
it's fucking awful. I hate it.
But it caused an instant pass out.
Yeah.
It's dumb and there's no logic to it, and I hate it.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's really dumb. I agree with Jason. It was so big.
As big as he is.
But that's
because he teams with Griff Garrison and he towers over him height wise. I think that's
probably.
Oh, that could be it.
There's something about Pillman Jr. though. I don't know what it is. Like he's got size and he looks the part. He's pretty generation star. I just there's something about that dude that.
Dude, I'm so there.
I'll tell you, I agree with you, and I'll tell you what I think it is because I think I pinpointed it. He hasn't found his own voice. He's just doing what his dad did. Like, it's inauthentic.
Right.
It's probably not him, the dude.
I agree. There it is. I felt the same way. There's just something. I'm just like, this guy's just like create a wrestler, whatever. He doesn't do anything wrong. There's just something missing.
Like, he's got a lot of potential there, but I think he needs to put more of his own personality and less of trying to be like his dad. Like, the mullet, like, I get it. It looks like Pillman from the late 80s, but...
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. As far as the match itself, I thought it was pretty good, but there was, like, you could tell Pillman, the dude, was, like, way too amped up for this match because he starts getting jittery and, like, his drop kick dive or whatever, he flies all the way through the ring when I don't think that's what he even planned on doing.
I thought he was going to break Mira's ankle.
I know. But again, I hate that fucking finish. I don't know who sees that and it's like, yeah, that's good. Keep doing it.
Yeah. Maybe that's the bad part about not, like, do you think, like, Tony Khan really, if Miro really likes that and loves it, is going to be like, no, you're not doing it? Or Vince McMahon be like, fuck you, you're not doing it?
From what everyone said, like the Cody interviews I've seen, he's always talking up how if Tony Khan really is against something, he'll put his foot down. He's not like a pushover, but that could just be talk on a fucking interview to make Tony sound better.
Yeah, I just don't see, like, I don't see myself running a company, and Miro is like, no, I'm doing it this way. I'd be like, all right, that sounds good to me. Like,
I've told, like, as far as Revenge, I've told dudes to stop doing shit, or like I love the main event, that tag team.
Oh, I do
but
too.
I asked them not to come out with their mascot.
I didn't know they had a mascot. I never saw him.
Dude dresses up in a full-on lion mascot outfit that comes out with them.
Yeah, I think it takes away, like, that they're legitimate, like, freaks.
Yeah.
My thought process when I told him too, I'm like, I get the angle and I see like it helps you sell merch and all that stuff, and the dude already came and stuff, and I have no problem still paying him. It's just we're trying to do more of an edgy adult thing. And that's kind of a childish thing. It just doesn't fit the presentation.
Yeah, that's cool. You paid him. That's nice. I mean, yeah.
Oh no, I shouldn't have said that on the air. Now everybody's expecting to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely just bringing my mascot with me to your next show.
Me, I got a couple of them.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's Jason. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing my mascot. His name's Jason. He gets paid, and he also gets to pick where he wants to sit in the audience to watch.
So we're done with Miro. Moving on. So Adam Page is upset with the Dark Order.
Yeah, I didn't like this. I didn't think this was.
Go ahead, Cash.
I didn't have a strong opinion, but I'm curious to hear what you hated.
Yeah, the same. That's why I said go ahead. I want to hear.
Everybody calm down.
Remain composure.
It was too spoon feeding. Like, so the promo that Kenny Omega did in the ring with Dark Order, everyone understood that. Everyone understood they were talking about Adam Page, and everyone understood like the reasons why Dark Order would support him. Everyone understood everything happening. We didn't need this where Colt Cabana's going, "Hey, we support you, and I just think you're afraid of not winning or whatever the fuck he's." It's so very. It's just so very like, let us hurry up and spoon feed you the story.
Not subtle. Let people already got the story. I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
I just condescending a little bit.
AEW's been big on not going over the top with the spoon feeding. I know. So yeah, it does kind of stand out now that you mention it.
Yeah, it was just kind of jarring. Like I know at some point in this story you're going to have that segment where the Dark Order give Adam Page a pep talk. Like I think you're gonna, but we didn't need it already. Like right after the great promo with Kenny Omega.
Well, it would be better if Adam Page got offered the match and then said no, and then they give him the talk.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, at some point you need a segment with them all backstage,
which is bad because they still might go that route. They still might offer him the match, and he'll say no, and then do the pep talk thing. But after doing this, it's almost like overkill.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, it's just them kind of I think, just trying to overthink things or overcomplicate things or just get one more segment. I don't know. They just didn't need this at all.
I also want Colt Cabana's job. He just hangs out and gets paid. Like it's a pretty sweet gig he's got going on there.
Yeah, because I don't. Has he even like? When's the last time he worked Dynamite?
I think Dynamite. I don't know.
Has he ever worked Dynamite?
I don't know if he has.
I don't think he's ever worked an episode of Dynamite that we reviewed.
No, since Brody was still alive and they were doing the will they, won't they, like Brody treats him good, but it's being deceptive story they were doing.
Is that what the story was going to, like, was Cabana going to be the guy that tried to, like, wrestle away the, like, keep the Dark Order good or, like, take leadership or something?
No, I just think they were just doing a story for the sake of doing it. It wasn't like a long-term going to lead to that. It was more just, hey, we're showing how conniving the leader of this group can be because look how he's treating this guy good in front of the camera, but really fucking hates him and treats him bad behind the camera.
Gotcha.
I assume the Dark Order work a lot of the, whatever they're called, the other shows, the Dark and Elevation. Oh, I did it.
The show's named after them, so why wouldn't they work it?
See, Jason makes that great point. They should have named the Monday show Order, and it could have been Dark and Order.
There you go.
Yeah, they do work it a lot, though.
So finally, we're going to get Team Taz wrestling each other and finally, I guess Brian Cage is going to defend the FTW title.
Wow, you way undertold this. This is the best moment of the whole show, man.
Whoa.
I don't know.
We finally get some fucking movement on the Team Taz storyline.
Yeah, I know. Finally,
this is everybody's highlight.
Right.
So that's finally going to happen, which I think that match will be really good. I mean, I think Ricky Starks and Brian Cage are both good in that match.
One question I have is, so they set the match a month in the future and said that Ricky Stark is cleared by a doctor. Then how do they know that? Like, yeah, he should be cleared in a month, but it's a month away.
Oh, is he not already cleared? And maybe he's training and getting ready.
The promo Taz said he'll be cleared by then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to say. Like, you don't know. You could have a setback.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then Hook's gonna have to step up and take his spot.
Oh God. So I think I'd rather see Hook wrestle than this next match.
There you go.
Fucking agree, dude.
God.
Can we say my one note and skip on to the next thing?
Say your note.
That's lots to rant about.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, I got to say something.
Okay, my entire note for this is just fart noise. And
All right. Well, I think
that's all I've got.
So Vicky and Nyla walk out together, both in Nyla's gear, and I wonder why the fuck is this 55-year-old woman more believable in gimmick than Nyla Rose is?
Did you know Rebel got hurt for real?
Oh, I'll get to it. So then we do the opening spot with Brady she tags in Rebel, and then so they're doing whatever, and at one point Vicky gets tagged in, and Nyla looks fucking lost, and Vicky like has to stop working the match and direct her like, go outside the ring, get the fucking table, like. Why the fuck is this woman that's had 5 matches in her whole fucking life leading the fucking wrestler?
Because having Eddie Guerrero inside you gives you more wrestling ability than Nyla Rose has.
Well, should be true.
Just having a heartbeat gives you more wrestling ability than Nyla Rose. So Nyla Rose also throws one kick to the stomach in the middle of the match that is the worst kick to the stomach I've ever seen in the business.
Yes. I
know
know.
It missed by about 9 inches. And, I just hate everything about Nyla Rose, and I'm going to keep ranting about her. But then Rebel gets hurt. And this is the dumbest thing in the whole match because, all right, she does a Triple H when she's going to break something up. Something's clearly hurt. You can see she's not moving, and for a second I thought she was paralyzed because she acts like she got shot with a tranquilizer dart after it and made her drag her out of the ring, drag her to the fucking entrance ramp, and she still won't move. Her feet are dangling into the ring. But then nobody else involved with the match gives one single fuck up, not even the ref.
Yeah, they're ignoring this dead boy.
Like, I legitimately thought, like, the way she was positioned, she was fucking paralyzed, and they're just like, let's drag this piece of shit out of the ring and leave her there to die.
When you have an important story to tell, you can't stop for paralysis.
So I got taken out of it when Rebel got hurt, but I saw online people talking about, so Britt puts Vicky in her move, and Vicky taps out, and I guess Vicky just got right up and no-sold it, and Britt
she no-sold it and stood right up.
I wasn't paying attention for all that. I am shocked to death that the table spot happened without any severe injury to Britt or like a severe botch.
When they were going for it, I was like, oh my God, why would they do this? But
yep, same.
So as the match starts, my 5-year-old comes into the room who says, "Okay, who's the good guy and who's the bad guy?" And I looked at her and said, "Good question." I said, "That's the champion. She's apparently a chicken bad guy, even though everyone is cheering for her and chanting her catchphrase. And the other one's the monster bad guy, even though she's not very good or intimidating."
Yeah,
And then,
Very,
I
good.
was just like, I don't know. This is normally the stuff I'd fast forward through, but I feel like because you're female, I need to watch the whole thing, or else Daddy's going to be a bad person.
Oh no! You're still a bad person.
Right. Specifically because of that.
That's child abuse to let your child watch that match. First off,
I understand AEW's women's division is not as good as everyone else's, but they have solid pieces in the division that can fill the time and be entertaining and have good matches. Why are they sticking with Nyla Rose and putting her in another fucking deal with Britt?
so WWE, whenever their women's like division took off, they knew they had like 4 women who could work, and they worked all. I mean, it was only them, like Sasha, Charlotte, Bailey. Who's the other one?
Natalia.
No. Becky. Yeah, so they knew, like, they had some other women that were okay, but they knew those 4 were the 4 that needed to work everything around, and they pretty much did. And then some other women got better and blah, blah, blah. But AEW does not do that. They're not like, hey, we know we have, like, Thunder Rosa, Britt, Serena Deeb, like Ty Conti. It should just be those 4 every week and wrestling someone else and getting over, or wrestling each other in big matches, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the same thing Raven just said. Anything but Nyla Rose. So
Yeah.
you guys both said the same thing.
Yeah.
This was like, of all people you put in there to try to make a Nyla Rose match better, it's Vicky Guerrero.
And let's think of the pieces of this now that you mention it. So there's Vicky Guerrero, who's not a worker. There's Nyla Rose, who's dog shit.
Yeah.
There's Rebel, who stopped working a long time ago, so she's not like an active worker, and she rarely wrestles at all. She's like a makeup person and a comedy character. And then you have one actual wrestler in this match trying to keep it all together.
He's barely in the ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's also playing the chicken shit heel kind of gimmick.
Yeah.
Hopefully because they're back on Wednesdays for good now, right?
Yes, until probably October when basketball starts.
Okay, so hopefully with Nyla losing, they'll get rid of this. They'll cycle through this soon, and like they'll start something like Serena Deeb, Thunder Rosa coming back, somebody with Britt Baker to make her like. Because so far, her being a champion has not been very good.
She's great.
I mean, maybe because we got Pittsburgh coming up on the touring schedule, they're just like, well, she's going to get cheered no matter what. Let's just throw somebody in that doesn't really matter and get through her first story, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hope they hurry up and get to the next thing, because she had a lot of heat going into after winning that belt, and they just fucking got rid of it all quickly.
Cheeseburgers and Nyla Rose. That's the story of her title reign so far.
So let's move on. So we get Hager, Santana, and Ortiz kind of promo on FTR and Wardlow. They're going to have a 6-man tag. Okay.
Yep.
That's all.
Okay.
That's all I got to say. Okay.
I think I've said this before, but Santana is surprisingly good on the mic.
He is.
He's really good. Like, he always stands out to me whenever he gets a chance to talk.
So I'll bring this. This is a good place to ask this question. It's pretty obvious that Kenny and Hangman is where they're leading for the heavyweight. But what do you think the end result is of the Bucks tag title reign? Because there's not really a clear cut. I say that because it's like, do you think maybe they'll start heating up Santana and Ortiz for when they do that big New York show that's in that big outdoor stadium thing?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I have a note for just the overall for later discussion that so if you're in the Pinnacle or the Inner Circle, can you only fight each other at this point? I get it's a blood feud, but you could still be fighting other people along the way between, hey, we're just going to do promos every week to make sure you remember we're here, because that's just making them cold, I think, against anyone else.
Yeah,
So,
it would be nice to see
so-
Santana and Ortiz in a match.
I'm torn on it.
I mean, I would like to see them somehow, like Draven said, that New York show. Even if it's, I don't know how you would do it with that. I don't know if AEW would do something like this, but even if you just do like kind of a hot shot the tag titles over off of just like a announced match, like without a ton of story, because you don't want to take away from the current story they're doing, but get the belts on the.
Well, the first show isn't until September, like the end of September.
Oh, it's still a little ways away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, because it'd be good to have like Santana and Ortiz grab the belts. I don't know. I think they'll come back to maybe the belts against FTR after the duo feud is over.
I'm torn on guys in the groups not fighting anyone else. It's like, I get the criticism that Jason brought up because it's basically us just missing out on a bunch of good wrestlers working matches and stuff. But I also like that this is different than what WWE does. These guys are in a feud and they don't want to do anything but fight each other.
Yeah, but they still should have to do their job, right? Like, they should be booked against someone else sometime.
I think
Not a bunch.
That's exactly what WWE does. They only do. These guys are in a feud, so they only wrestle each other now.
Right, but the difference is you're getting McIntyre versus Lashley every single fucking week for 3 months. They've only had, MJF and Sammy is the third match in this whole feud. In
that's
4 or 5 months.
I think that's just AEW being better at using the talent they have, like spreading it around.
So
I mean, that's one of the things I hate about WWE is guys get locked into we only let these guys feud with each other. They can't ever wrestle somebody else and have the story weave in and out.
yeah, see, I would like there to be more matches like of those guys. Like, I like to see FTR wrestle. I don't get to very much. So
yeah,
maybe it'll clear up more that they're getting a second show, but it's just they got too many guys under contract for only one A-level show.
yeah, that's true. I mean, these guys might wrestle on Dark Elevation, but I seriously doubt it.
I think FTR just had a tag match on there, but it's not against anyone good. It's against two locals.
I think Wardlow does that too. He squashes people on one of those shows every once in a while.
Oh yeah, his knees specifically are what squashed them.
We want to narrow it down to a body part of Wardlow. It's his knees. So then we get but they announced it's going to be Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander versus the Bunny and the Blade. I'm just happy for the Blade.
Historic match.
Historic. I'm just
happy.
happy
It's their first intergender, so there is historic.
Is it the first intergender? They've never done an intergender match?
Correct.
Weird.
Who are you happy for?
The Blade, that he gets to be in a real match and not just like a random dude. Against Orange Cassidy, who's like a major name in the company. So I just like that dude.
I do think that'll be a pretty solid match too.
Yeah.
So they go through all of the match graphics for the next show, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So either my TV skipped or something, or did you guys notice like them show an extremely quick graphic that showed Mox on it, and then they cut away from it real quick and went to the next one?
I did not.
Yeah, I did not notice
that. Was he bald with a big beard?
I can fast forward. I'll fast forward it right now, and I'll let it play, and I'll try to.
I think it's got multiple people on it, but it looks like it's a multi-man match, and it got.
Oh no! I think what you're referencing is they did flash up the generic graphic for tickets are on sale that have all the dudes on the roster.
That's what it is then. So I caught it as it was going away then.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Now, reading into that may mean that Moxley shows up in that street fight now that you mention it, and I hadn't been thinking that. Because it's very rare that AEW will advertise somebody on one of those things that's not going to appear.
Yeah, and he stood out because he was like the main guy on it, or like the center of the thing. But yeah, okay, so I thought they flashed a match graphic they weren't supposed to show or something.
No, the show hasn't done that well selling tickets, so there's still a bunch of tickets available. That's what that was about.
Gotcha.
I guess that New York building's big, and it's like they're talking about like that's not a good night to draw in New York City, but that's
You've been around wrestling long enough to not listen to that bullshit. Fucking Arpin would say the reason that wrestling doesn't draw in West Virginia are garage sales. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Then we get our main. So I'm probably gonna be murdered for this. So at first I did not like this match, and then they won me back. But I did not like the opening at all, and I felt so. Here's where I
did you not like the aspect of them going technical wrestling to start when they're supposed to hate each other? Is that what it is?
That's exactly it. I just like, and also I felt like it wasn't very crisp. Like I felt like neither dude had very much adrenaline, and the stuff wasn't the shots. There's a couple send-ins that were really weak. There was a couple shots that were super weak, and I was like, "What is happening?"
This feeds to your great point earlier. Neither one of these guys have had a singles match in the year 2021 yet.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yep.
So like, it just wasn't crisp. I mean, they won me back at the end. The 6:30 while he was begging and like sitting up was. That alone was a great spot. That brings a matchup for me. But yeah, and what I was going to tune on horn is I feel like if you had me and you in this exact spot, we could have had better psychology in the opening because we went and attacked each other because we hated each other. Blah blah blah. Those dudes didn't do that, and I don't know why no one said anything or like they didn't just think.
What's weird is Jericho said that on commentary. He said that exact thing. I thought these guys would be going way at it, but that shows how much they respect each other. They're taking it slow.
He also said the Spanish God doesn't speak a word of Spanish.
Yeah, I did hear that one. I was like, what?
Well, I mean, I'm Italian. I don't speak any Italian. I don't know if I'm a god.
That's not in your gimmick, though.
Oh, all right, yeah. All right.
Your whole gimmick is you're the Spanish God.
Yeah, if you were the Italian stallion, you'd make a great one.
If you're the god of the entire Spanish population, you should probably speak it a little bit.
Right.
See.
You won't run me over.
So yeah, again, I thought this match had a bunch of good spots. It got better as it went. But at first I was like, this is not good. And then I was like, okay, it's all right. And then I was like, okay, this is good. So it took me a while.
My first note on the opening is that MJF apparently has no dick.
Right.
So they're doing the leapfrog spots, and
oh yeah,
Sammy's head just fucking nails him right in the beanbag, and he just keeps going with the spot like nothing happened.
Yeah.
Can we acknowledge that you called it the beanbag? Can we talk about that?
I have a
ball bag. Is that better?
In the sack.
I have a idea of why they did the match this way, or at least I could fantasy book it to where they kind of both kept saying that they're talking about how they're the best thing in wrestling or whatever. So without ever like working each other before, this is your two wrestlers stating your claim to like the future. So I can kind of see where you would come out and try to out wrestle and just show you're the better wrestler, I guess.
But I think your hate would overcome that, right? Like your hate is more important than that story. Like this
I
story
see
is
both of your points here.
Yeah, I mean, I see Cash's point, but I think that is not enough to override these guys. Literally, he tried to kill his friend. Like he shoved him off the top of a cage and tried to kill him.
Ultimately, I agree with Vance here, but I think what Cash said is probably what whoever the agent in charge of this match was thinking.
Probably.
It's like, so to me, it's like if you like, they're the two young guys, like too young to be JR for a second, like two young bucks.
The blue chip.
No, those were earlier. They were in the first match.
Nope.
Oh yeah. Two young stallions.
Thanks, JR, for WWE Dynamite.
Like Jericho's the old, he's the old gunslinger. He's been around for a while. You got kind of both sides squaring off with each other. Then when the two young stallions, they get a chance to go on, like they might both kind of like drop the hatred just to be able to one up each other.
Well, I think the beginning of this match just felt so cold. It felt like if I was booked against Omega, me and him would do this in a random promotion we never wrestled before. We would do this exact opening.
Let me interject this too. All right, so 2 points came to my mind with Cash explaining that so well. I wish he was on fucking commentary because nobody told that story, and if there was somebody there to tell that story, it would have helped. But also too, I think from an inside the work aspect, like those guys were slotted in for 25 fucking minutes. If they start going at gear 3 there, they're going to fucking blow their tank since they haven't worked more than 2 matches in the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And let me kind of piggyback on that point and say, like, Tim, so if you start out, you run at each other and start throwing punches.
I don't even think you have to start out like that. I just don't think you should start out like this. There's, I think, a few ways you could have.
Well, because my thing is if it's a blood feud or whatever, then, like, you can really – it always pisses me off when guys start a match that way and then within a few minutes are doing like backflips going to each other. And
Yeah.
So I think there's a hard way to start a match out like that if you're going to go into like spots and.
Well, even like this. So say they start out with
stare down with like slaps and then chops and then somebody grabs a headlock and you slow it back down.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
That would have been good.
Or MJF running and Sammy chasing and MJF cutting him off and then trying to work a heat and Sammy coming back with fire. Like just something besides roll-ups. I'm watching it now in the first couple minutes. Like the rolling back and forth spot, I'm like, no, this is not the time for that. Like that's not a bad spot, but it's just weird in this situation.
Right.
I really do wonder who the agent for this match was. Was it? I'm going to answer my own question. I'm betting it was Jerry Lynn because they had the RVD Jerry Lynn.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. They did and they did the tombstone out of the corner from ECW.
Oh shit! Yeah, I think we figured it out.
This had to be Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn's just such a nice guy in real life. I don't think he even understands anger or hatred.
Yeah. And this, if you think about RVD Jerry Lynn and you look at this match, you can see it.
Yeah,
the fucking RVD dive to the outside.
Sammy's his dive to the audience from the outside, the velocity was crazy, but that's clearly RVD's dive.
Yeah.
Dude, he hit his head on a chair on the landing. He hit the padded part, but coming from that height with that velocity, I'm sure.
It doesn't matter if it's a pad on there or not, yeah.
So I thought he got a concussion for sure there.
My big issue with the match was, there was so much time, and they said twice, TV time remaining. But the whole time I was just like, all right, when's the interference going to happen? Like, I'm enjoying what's on the screen, but I know it's just going to end with some sort of interference. So
the TV time remaining thing, will we have not got that video package if they had just went long?
Well, and then I had that note, too. They had already said they were doing the video package.
TV time remaining minus the video package.
Video package, I thought the placement of that was really fucking awful. Like, it's a great video. I fucking loved the video, but, like, why the fuck would you put it at the end of a heated match that had this fucking...
Yeah.
Wow, right. I never realized that, but you're right. I just was blown away by how good the video was, but yeah.
You do it right before the match because it had so much of stuff between the two groups in it.
Yeah, you're like, this is the bookend to all this cool shit. Look what's happened here, and this is going to be the last match here.
That would make me hate this opening even more, though. If we got a big emotional video and these guys came out and chain wrestled and rolled each other up, I'd be like,
there was some point during the match looking at MJF that I think MJF is who Ethan Page thinks he is in his own head.
Yeah.
Like just watching it, I was just like, man, I bet he'd kill to be MJF right now.
What's weird is the way that MJF sold the Tombstone knee deal. Like I could clearly tell it was worked by the way the ref was reacting. But, like, they just sold it so much like a shoot. I thought it was an interesting
I wish he would have waited to pin a little longer. Like, sold the knee and be like, oh, shit. And then, so you wouldn't bury the tombstone off the second rope. But, I mean, that's just me being an old man, I guess. Get off my lawn.
Well, and he continued to sell it even after the match was over, too. Like, compared to Vicky,
to be fair, that's what we're all supposed to be doing all the time.
Yes.
I know, but unfortunately, it doesn't happen hardly ever. And that's why it was noteworthy in my notes because, hey, look, clearly this really was an issue. And my other note was after Spears came out and hit that chair shot, they showed him, he came. Like, his entire thing is, I feel like I've said that before, he has uncontrollable orgasms when he hits someone with the chair.
That's the Bubba Ray Dudley when he was doing the women through tables and WWE thing.
Yes.
He's living the gimmick, brother.
I wish JR wouldn't try to make excuses for dudes putting their hands up on chair shots either. Just let it go, JR.
Doesn't
that guy's a pussy.
Yeah, or do that. I'm good with that.
But he's like, he tried to block it, but to no avail. I'm like, just leave that out.
What was the Wardlow Jericho thing? Like, he pushed him off, and it looked so fucking awkward. Was that supposed to go through the table down there?
No, I think he was just taking the bump. It looked like it hurt for real. Like, it looked bad, and it hurt for real.
I'm like, there's one on your knees, and the other hip is fucking displaced right now.
Right. The important thing is the ref needed to pay attention to what was happening 15 feet from the ring with people who weren't involved in the match. That's all that we need to know.
That was dumb. Hey, ref, distraction.
I think they even I think that JR or Tony even said that on commentary. Why is the ref even paying attention to them?
I'm sure the commentators did completely bury what was happening on the screen.
None of this makes any damn sense. And then they said, how long do you think Wardlow was hiding out back here for him to be able to get there so fast?
Yeah, but like we should have saw him for sure. Like I don't know why we didn't.
I thought this was the footstool the whole night. I guess it was Wardlow's back. Weird.
I knew he was back there. I just didn't think he'd do this. I wish Tony would have said that.
Then we get the great video, and then we get the only thing anyone wants to talk about online, JR calling it WWE Dynamite.
Which I didn't think. I mean, he's 90, whatever.
I didn't even notice it.
I noticed it because I had heads up. I knew he had said it, so I was listening.
It did, it was a very crucial moment in the show. They just showed this very fucking great video that really put over the product. It's like the worst possible time to have a flub, but like,
there you go.
It's not like he planned to fuck over AEW there. So I don't get all
did
that.
he?
Or did he?
He's a mole from his. That's a story they do. JR's bringing in Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, Diesel and Racing.
Yeah, the video was awesome. Like, if that was the first time I watched it, like saw that was my exposure to AEW, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and watch this.
Right.
And it punctuates. So the pandemic era, a fucking lot of shit happened in AEW.
Yeah,
and you look at WWE in the same time period, and fucking nothing happened.
What? Roman got the belt, and Bobby Lashley fought against Drew McIntyre. A bunch.
Right. Those are the two fucking things you can speak to about WWE. That's it. That's all that's happened.
Yeah, it was a great video.
Yeah, they did a really good job. So we're going to do a new segment before we do the ratings, and this is for Cash's gambling problem. We're going to call it over or under.
Oh, I thought it was going to be called intervention. Cause
that's a different segment. We'll get to that. I have to get a gun first. But
right.
So we're going to talk about a talent we think is overused and a talent that we think is underused. So does anyone want to go first? Want me to go first?
You go ahead.
All right. My overused, I'm going to take this. I'm glad I'm going first. My overused talent is Nyla Rose. Overused.
So wait, can we not use the same answer?
Yeah, you can. It's just that since day one, she's been at the top of the women's division for day one. Like a lot of people rotate in and out, and she never really does. She'll go away for a very brief time, and then she's right back as soon as they do any kind of contender thing. It's just, and she's obviously not good, and I can't believe anyone thinks she is. Like, I don't know who's in the back is a big Nyla Rose supporter. But someone obviously is, or it's because they're trying to look extra inclusive. I don't know why, but and then as far as underutilized is, I think Wardlow, but maybe they're getting to it. But
it's weird because it's like they got the backbone booked out of what they want to do for the main stories for the next couple of years, and I don't see him being involved in that.
I don't either.
But he should be, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, we all thought the turn on MJF was coming like 6 months ago, and then the new group started. Yeah. So, I just think that he's underutilized. Like, they should have already got him out on his own. I don't feel like it's going to be coming anytime soon.
Jason, I thought we were doing that. I don't have anybody for this. I could come up with two people.
No.
I thought this was a next week thing. I'll be honest with you.
Well, you can go next week or listen to everybody else's and agree or disagree.
So Nyla Rose was definitely my overused, just for the exact reasons you said. She's just hung around the entire time and has made no impact. She's gotten worse somehow, I think.
Yeah.
Over the time span here. So yeah, definitely overused her. And then for me, underused. I would go because you were saying earlier, you want to see FTR wrestle.
That was my secondary pick. I was going to pick if I didn't pick Wardlow.
Yeah, I would go FTR. I feel like we're missing out on some really fucking good tag matches.
Yep.
I'll go next. So overused, I'm going to say, just because in his role he's on there too much, Matt Hardy. He's a manager for fucking every job around the goddamn
yours, Jason?
Yep, for the same reason.
For underused, and I'm going to go more because it would make more sense for his story. So if you're trying to get over that Frankie Kazarian is the elite hunter, shouldn't he have?
Are you kidding me?
Why not?
Is that your suit, Jason?
I swear that
Go ahead.
I didn't get on your phone and look or anything, man.
What the hell?
No, we got a Vance for time, so Jason can come up with new ones.
But yeah, you're right. Like if he's the elite hunter, and that's his whole thing. These little, like, so his entire plan, he's going to jump out and punch you or kick you, and then
not always do it before it matters.
Yeah,
like he shows up after you've already caused the interference that is the issue.
I wish he was ruining matches. Like they couldn't even get matches.
That's good. Yeah, give fucking FTR a match with some random team, and he comes out and stops them. Or not FTR, because that's not the fucking elite, but Gallows and Anderson or the Young Bucks. They start a match, they can't even get through it.
Yeah, and it should become a problem. Like where Tony Khan has to address it. Like for fuck's sake, we can't have matches because Frankie Kazarian won't let them wrestle. Like I would love that. Like it seems like more legit what a dude would do if he really hated these guys.
Yeah.
Or Frankie Kazarian gets suspended because of this, and then they can have him surprise come back and like cost Kenny the title or something. That's a little too big probably, but something, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree with you.
So, Jason, do you want to comment on the picks that Omega already took?
Honestly, my notes were the overused Nyla and Matt Hardy. If he's going to be a manager, just let him be a manager. We don't need to see him in the ring wrestling anymore.
And I like his character that he's using to manage. Like, let him be broken and go find some other weirdos to manage.
Well, and that could be it too. Maybe it's just the stable of people he has is still so disjointed. It makes no sense to me, even who they are, why they're together. And then for the underused, I had the note, Kaz, if he's the elite hunter, then why hasn't he actually been costing people matches? Or why haven't they been so upset about him coming out and getting in their business to them challenge him to a match?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of funny that they're acting like he's a
right.
Actors, they're like, yeah.
Okay, that's what
There's like, yes, that's just that weird guy that every once in a while we have to fucking deal with.
And I like how like Jericho put him over as Frankie the Punisher or whatever, like he's murdering them all.
Right.
Yeah. But he's just a slight annoyance. Like, yeah, it's just Frankie. It's not a big deal. Just move on.
He'll tire himself out.
With FTR, that was my note about, so if you're in the Pinnacle or the Inner Circle, you can only fight each other. Like, why can't we get them anywhere else? But even the factory guys, now that whole thing's done with Cody, like we can't see Nick come out with his big white jacket and just run roughshod on people.
Well,
like build him up.
I think Nick's been demoted after his poor performance.
I mean,
Agogo actually had eye surgery and is out for like a long time.
Okay. Well, at least that makes sense. But it just seemed like, well, Cody won this one match. And then the next week we got
a Yappa Pie strap match coming up.
Arn's son won a match, and so we're gonna have this one more blow off, and the entire feud for both groups is done.
Well, if you can see Big Nick on Dark Elevation, so
again, I'm just saying,
Big Nick, because I need to clarify real quick.
I said whatever you heard.
I'm not saying push him for a belt. I'm just saying, so suddenly these people we saw every week, now they're just non-existent. Where's Archer? Like, he comes out randomly, has promos, has a squash match 3 weeks ago.
What do you want, like, every episode of Dynamite to have 30 one-minute matches so everyone can be on?
No. But here's where so what is their plan for Rampage? Is Rampage going to be what Thunder was, or is it going to be what SmackDown is? Will Rampage be the conclusions of things that happen on Dynamite with the same roster, or is it going to be two separate, complete things?
No, they're not doing a brand split.
So they're just going to keep, like, you can just start filling things in smaller seeds of, hey, here's what's going to happen, because suddenly we are going to have more TV time, and we really only have 5 storylines going right now.
I don't have a practical answer for what you're looking for, but I think the logistics answer is the show did better than TNT thought, and they wanted to make it 3 hours, and Tony Khan said, no, let's do another hour on a different night.
Is that show only an hour?
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, I had just simple answers that you already took, so now I'm just running off the cuff.
It's funny, to be honest, I didn't think this was going to be a thing this week, so I was on the AEW website scrambling for names. It's funny that I took your two, but because it came up earlier in the episode about Colt Cabana not wrestling a lot, like does he even wrestle? Do you guys want to know his career AEW win total is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Career, he is 31-16.
What the hell?
God.
Here alone, 2021, he is 15-5.
So he's always on one of the other shows.
Yeah, right. None of them can great fucking Dynamite, but
So he's going to be in the main storyline on Rampage.
Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah. So Colt Cabana is the jobber for the stars or something, or enhancement talent squash monster, something.
Right.
So
some of these numbers are weird that I'm looking at, man. Like just Moxley is 41-8-1. Mark Henry is 0-0. I don't know why he's even listed on here. Before Marcos is, his career total is 17-26.
17 too many. I mean, 17 people were pinned by Marco Stunt.
No, that probably
No,
is
those
that
counts
his
tag
singles?
matches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. They do break it down for the year. His singles record for the year, Marco Stunt, is 1-6.
Someone got pinned by Marco Stunt.
Yep.
So someone else go first on rating because I feel like mine's going to be weird.
I'll go first because I'm usually pretty high, but I feel like I might be low compared to you guys on this one. There were 20 segments. 15 of them were promos. 5 of them were matches.
That's pretty normal.
40% of those matches had a post-match attack. So as far as scoring it out, I had one number, but it's got the Nyla Rose factor that automatically brings it down like 10. So my overall is 56.
Mm.
All right. I'll go. Mine is a 65.
Wow.
The old reverse of
Wow.
Omega's. Yeah, I really fucking dug the opener. Really liked the main. Thought MJF's sell of the leg was really fucking good. There was just a lot of stuff throughout the show that I liked. Kept me pretty entertained. Like even the Vicky tag match couldn't bring it down that far.
Oh man, see, I was right there with you until the Vicky tag match. Neither Rose's appearance is an automatic -10 for me.
Jason, help me out here so I don't look as bad. Put yours.
All right, I'm going lower than both of them.
Okay, good.
A 55.
Okay, damn it.
I like the opening tag match. I like the Miro match for what it was. I really like the main. Couple of the promos were good. I like the Kenny promo, the MJF, although it was long and windy, but still. I normally hang on his every word. But yeah, we had that. I was not a fan of the Jack Evans match, the ensuing afterwards, or the women's match. So it was a little bit better than half good. So 55.
I did see Sean Spears just come to climax just now, so you were right about that.
That's got to raise it for you, right?
I'm going to factor that into mine. Mine's 41.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really did hate the opening of the main event.
I didn't like it won me back by the end, but like the Jack Evans match was god awful. The tag match was god awful. A bunch of the promos weren't even up to par where they normally are, I felt. Yeah. But the other half of the main and the opener, I like those. That's about it. That's how I got it 41, but
switching gears for a second, since I'm on this site, I'm looking at all the records, and I will give any one of the three of you $1,000 if you can name, without looking, the only 2 people on the AEW roster that are undefeated.
Mark Henry.
No, 0-0 don't count. They got to have.
Oh, he's undefeated. I'm trying to win me 1,000.
There's nobody's even gonna fucking come.
How many people?
You're going to bring Cash to climax. He's going to need odds and like
2 people on the whole roster.
There's 2 on the whole roster undefeated.
-1.
He's 0-0. He is on the roster and he's listed, but 0-0 like Mark Henry.
Okay, I thought he was in a tag match in one. That's what I was just thinking. Who'd be in a tag match?
MJF?
No. Vance is out.
I get 2 guesses, right? Because I get one more. I can
Nope,
maybe get one of them.
you got it wrong, so no. It's got to be perfect.
Oh, shit.
Chris Statlander?
Nope.
Yeah.
Cash is out.
Jason, come on, big money.
He may be able to get one, but he is absolutely not getting both unless he's looking at their website.
I'm not looking at their website.
Go Sean Spears.
I will not.
Or not.
Brandy Rhodes.
She is not listed on the webpage.
Well, she was wrestling there for a minute, wasn't she?
Sure.
Jade Cargill and
Jade is not listed either. I don't know what's up with that.
well, we
That's
know
weird.
she's undefeated. And we didn't even get to see her this week. I was so upset. I should have knocked it 10 points just for not knowing about that bitch.
I'm pretty sure Brandy lost the match anyway, so you lose. The answer, according to their website, one isn't that surprising. Sting, he's 2-0.
Oh, yeah.
The only other person on the regular roster that is undefeated with a record of 20-0,
Jesus.
Colton Gunn.
What?
Billy Gunn's taller son, Colton Gunn.
Why is he not the number one contender then?
He is 20-0, 14-0 in 2021.
Why is
He's not had a singles match at all, so it's all tag matches.
Well, then how's his brother? I guess the brothers had singles he's lost?
Yes. What's his name again? Austin? Where's he at?
Yeah. Well, they should still at least be up for the tag titles, right?
Austin is 26-2. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember when he fought a Go-Go, they said he had only lost one fight at that point.
Yeah, 26-2, man. Those guns.
Well, I really need Colton Gunn's new nickname to be Billy Gunn's tallest son.
Billy Gunn's tallest son, Colton Gunn. Man, that I'm watching that video package. That freaking street fight was so good.
Yeah, it was.
What's the
Best friends and
best friends and
Santana and Ortiz.
yeah, God, that was
Versus
good.
Santana and Ortiz.
Meltzer rated that one 6 stars.
Jesus. I mean, I think it was up for match of the year. Like
It might have been 5 stars. Only 6 stars are the ones in New Japan. But yeah, as high as it goes until he adds in New Japan.
Yeah, the this video package is pretty
It's
spectacular.
top notch, man. Like I said, it really demonstrates how much has actually happened in AEW in the last year and a half.
It's a girl they worked into there with Cody and them. Like, come on, that wasn't big for anybody, man. And I just saw they're showing the John Hubert thing, and I didn't notice Miro like broke down in the back when everyone's standing there for the bell salute. He is bawling his eyes out.
Yeah, I did notice he had tears coming down, but they were in NXT together for like 4 years.
Oh yeah, they probably knew each other really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was really.
I'm sure they wrestled each other a bunch on house shows too.
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, doing the Wyatt family thing, and yeah, it makes sense. Well, that was something. I don't.
The moral of this week's episode is strive to be as good at life as Colton Gunn.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to start the hashtag Colton Gunn needs a title shot. That's too much. Billy Gunn's tallest son needs a title shot. So
He sounds like the number one contender to me. So
Again, no singles win, so tag title shot could be in the works. But I don't know how you get a singles title match when you're 0-0.
That really is a good idea, though. Like, I mean, to give them a tag or just after.
Dude,
this
that's
whole
a
thing.
good story for down the road for some time. Somebody just is undefeated in tag matches and uses that to get a heavyweight title match and gets fucking destroyed. But
yeah, Colton Gunn versus Kenny Omega, and they would do build-up videos like, "Could this be the one that finally
The
takes
one.
Kenny Omega off his?" I'm like, "No, it's not. It's
talking
not."
about the one Billy Gunn.
Yeah, the one. Oh God! And on that note, I quit. So see you guys on the next one.
Later.
but
Later.